Hi YouTube, most of the 80s toys that I collect are ones that I used to own when I was a kid. But these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures I didn't used to own. I just decided to collect them back because I knew lots of kids that had them back in the day and I really liked them. They're a really good set and I just managed to get a really good job lot. So here's Splinter. He's the only figure that I've got at the moment that is actually complete with all his weapons and everything. So he's got his bow and arrow, he's got his sort of knife thing with a sheath, and then in the background there you've got his sort of ninja stars on a little rack. And then we've got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles themselves. So you've got Leonardo here, the blue one. Then you've got Donatello, the purple one. Raphael in the front here, the red one. And then Michelangelo, the orange one. They've all got their harnesses, but they haven't got any of their other little weapons. So I'll probably try and source those at some point if I can get them cheaply enough. But at the moment, they look pretty good just with their harnesses on. Michelangelo there with his orange has got a few scuffs, so if I can find a better version of him at some point, I might. Then we've got the warthog here called Bebop. He needs like a shield and a knife or something. And then you've got Rocksteady the Rhino. He's got his belt, which is quite cool. Then we've got Shredder. He's got his cape. The belt I don't think goes with him, but I'll replace that at some point. Then we've got this Crocodile Leatherhead. Again, I don't think that belt goes with him. I think that might be from another character called Rat King. Then we got Krang. This is probably like my favourite one of the figures actually, because he looks like a little brain in a sort of like clear dome thing, just with these sort of mechanical legs. So I really like that. He's got obviously an arm missing and a gun he needs and a sort of a hose as well. Okay, then we've got Genghis Frog. He's almost complete. He just needs a couple of these little blue grenade things that go in his belt. But he's got his shield, he's got his gun, and he's got his really cool sunglasses. I really like that figure, nice and bright. Then we got Usagi Yojimbo. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, hopefully. This rabbit. He's like a samurai rabbit. Then we got Ace Duck. Again, he's almost complete. He's got his wings, he's got his cap, he's got his gun, and his belt, and he's got 3 out of the 4 grenades. They're like egg grenades, so I just need one more of those. Then we got Baxter Stockman, and I'm really pleased with this figure because he's got his wings, he's got his hands at the back there, and the sort of turtle swat thing. But he needs one other part, I think, to complete him. So I'll get that at some point. And I think all of those figures that you've seen so far are either from 1988 or 1989. Then we've got this Mutagen Man. He's from 1990. I wasn't going to collect any of the ones from 1990 until I realised that this guy is really cool. Have a look here. He's got like a clear sort of body, but inside you've got this little weird kind of zombie head looking thing with like popping out eyes on eye stalks. And then you've got like sort of intestines and stuff inside him. And I don't know if you can see, but there's lots of these little yellow parts inside him as well, like little bones and things like that. So he's a really cool figure. I've actually ordered this big sort of yellow gun for him as well, so that's on its way, and a sort of a purple hose thing. And then I think he'll be almost complete. And then we've got this other figure from 1990 called Wingnut. And again, this is such a cool looking figure, I couldn't resist getting this one as well. So he's got his little yellow grenade there, his wings obviously, yellow belt, and this yellow gun mounted on the other side. It's just a really unique looking figure. I really like his face as well. And the colour scheme as well, I really like on him. And he comes with a little sidekick at the front here called Screw Loose. Again, really funky little character, and he's actually sort of balanced on one foot and his tail. He's got 1 foot up in the air, so I really like the sort of position that he's in as well, with his 4 arms too. His sort of mosquito looking thing. Right, there are other 80s figures from this Playmates range that I want to buy in the future. There's one called Scumbug, which is like an insect with long antennae. There's Foot Soldier, Rat King, Trarg. And there's another 90s one called Muckman that I really like, and he comes with a sidekick called Joe Eyeball. So I'll try and get those, and I'll try and get all the weapons and things to complete all of these guys. And then I'll do a separate video and post that, but it'll probably be quite a long time in the future. But check out my other 80s toy videos. There's loads. It's basically me collecting back everything that I owned as a child for some bizarre reason. But yeah, hit subscribe if you want to see anything that I post up in the future, and I'll catch you in the next video.